Good day, YouTube, and welcome to another episode of Poznansky's Beer Reviews. Today's beer is the Brooklyn's Dry Irish Stout. I'm sorry I've been away for about a week. I've been busy this week. Had a party last night. I couldn't do it last night. So, when I'm back, I'm going to do this beer, and hopefully it'll be good. So, yeah, Brooklyn Dry Irish Stout. This is an Irish Dry Stout coming in at 4.7 alcohol by volume. And I've never had this one before from the Brooklyn Brewery. The commercial description on this one is Brooklyn Dry Irish Stout proudly carries on the tradition of the dry stouts brewed in Ireland for centuries. Dark roasted, pale, and flaked malts blend to produce a thick head and rich chocolate and coffee flavors with a burst of refreshing carbonation, weighing in at a sessionable 4.7. It's best served alongside meat, seafood, and friends. Slante. The malts, there's 2-row English black malt, black barley, caramel malt, and unmalted barley. Hops are Willamette, Fugels, Cascade, and Cascade, I like Cascades. East Kent Golden hops. The food pairings are corned beef, cabbage, shepherd's pie, and pots o' gold, whatever that means. Availability is January through March. So yes, let's get it open. Quite smoky. Not gonna pour it too aggressive. It might. Let's pour it a little aggressive actually to see if we can get some kind of head going on. Not much head. That's all right. Over into the light. It's just black. It's pitch black, guys. I don't see any light coming through when I looked in the light. Nice dark roasty cream head, half a finger head, and then almost aggressive pour. Can't really see many bubbles streaming up from the bottom because you can't really see through this beer. It is dark. It is like oil. Let's get a nose on it. You get the coffee, some of that chocolate roastedness. Not too much of the hops though. You get some kind of maybe hop presence in there, but it really isn't distinguishable. It's really all I'm getting is the malt, the roastiness of this beer. Anyway, guys, cheers. Wow. Right off the back, nice hints of coffee. Bittersweet chocolate, dark roasted malts. Those are all up front. And then it soothes and goes into nice malty bitterness. You got a nice hot bitterness going on in the back of the tongue. But wow, this is a good beer, guys. That really is pretty much it. It is a fairly tasty beer. I've never had the Dry Irish Stout. I went to Target the other day. I picked this one up. I looked at it's where is it? Best by June of 2015. So we got a few months until this expires. So it is fresh, and it tastes pretty decent. I am a stout lover. Stouts and IPAs are my favorites. And Pale Ales. Pale Ales, too. I like Pale Ales. Lagers aren't traditionally my favorite, which you don't really see me doing too much lagers. The Brooklyn Lager and the Sam Adams Lager are usually the only lagers I truly like, because they got a little bit more bitterness than most. Mostly lagers are just a nice crisp, crisp, grassy flavor, like your Budweiser or your, Stella Artois, which is a good lager, or Pilsner, whatever you want, but it's not too, there's not much flavor. I mean, that style is just not much flavor. So, I mean, to each his own, I guess. This has a little more flavor than the lagers. It's got chocolate. It's got coffee. It's got roasted malts. It's got hops. And speaking of this, give me 1 second. Let me get something out of the fridge here. Alright. I want to give a shout out to my buddy Andrew. I need to give him a shout out for this. He bought me, he went to Pennsylvania. He got me some grains. Nice caramel malts here. And he got me some of that roasted malt, dark chocolate roasted malt over here. I'm gonna smell this. Oh, wow. Definitely can't wait to mash these up and put them in a batch. I think I might mash them up, put them in my next batch. But, very nice smell to them. Thank you, Andrew, again. So, yeah. That's it for this beer review, guys. I give it, on a scale of 1 to 5, I'll give it a 4. It's fairly decent. Actually above decent. It's really good. Beer Advocate, they give it an 81. The Bros give it an 80, and both of those are good scores. Not great, but just good. And I agree with that. It's pretty decent. It's above decent, actually. Is it overwhelmingly delicious? No. It's not the greatest stout I've ever had. I still don't know what I would call the greatest stout, but it is a good stout. But as always, if you like the reviews, please rate, comment, subscribe. And request, please, folks. Whatever you want. Alright. Stay tuned next time for another episode of Poznansky's Beer Reviews.